Hey everyone, Cypher here, and yes, this is the Metal Gear Solid HD edition of Peacewalker. Yes! Finally, collection has been released, and honestly, I've messed around with MGS 2 Sons of Liberty, and honestly, I'm blown away by the graphics. Let's go and see how well this is. Alright, we're gonna go to a new game, even though I did the whole transferring of, taking from PSP data over to this. I suppose you don't get to use trophies on it, which doesn't make sense, but oh well. So we are going to name it. I'm going to use my keyboard because it'll be the more efficient. And we're going to put Cypher down. Actually, you know what? We're going to cancel that out. We're going to go out Cypher 2008, 2001. We'll put 8, 2001. Now we'll just put Cypher. Let's put Cypher 8 down. Pretty cool. And we'll go. Alright. And yes, you gotta change your style. And even here, right here, this is the difference between your shooter type, hunter, and action. If you played Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops, do action, because you probably know that better than I do. Then if you play Monster Hunter Freedom, then you should know the hunter type, but I will be doing the shooter type, which for me is the best because it is literally it's MGS 4 controls. Of course, you can tell, like, aim, tack, etc., 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 and it's great. Yes, we're doing the 3 style slot because it mimics MGO. Same with weapon and item. We'll use the select for co-op only. Yeah, we're not really need auto aiming, especially if we're using co-op. We should be in pretty good shape. Move shaft, yeah. Okay, we're good. Let's move forward. And we'll call it a new save data. And the red file you saw there is the data from the PSP. And that's how you know when you do it, is when you actually complete the game, being the secret final ending, then you get it. Alright. Yep, that is true. Snake, we knew that very well with Operation Snake Eater. Yeah, one of our heroes defected to the Soviet Union. No, not boss. She was a great warrior and of all rights. Yeah, mother of special forces, yeah. But why she took the David Crockett and gave it to the Soviet Union as a way of saying, like, yeah, here's my defection, here's my gift to you, as saying for our new partnership. We'll never truly know. Or will we? Yeah, and the US says, well, you know what? We'll do this. We'll eliminate the boss. Show our innocence. So that's it. If you definitely played Metal Gear Solid 3, you will know the whole storyline. Pretty much what they're saying here at the very beginning. Especially when the apprentice, Snake, goes around, kills boss, infiltrates and destroys guys in Grad, and literally saves the world from a nuclear holocaust. Because of I like to call it Metal Gear Shagohod, because literally that thing was the very first Metal Gear. Yeah, of course, after the event, boom, he became Big Boss. Of course, like I mentioned, if you played Metal Gear Solid 3 and you saw the ending, Snake was not pleased by it at all. Of course, he says, follow him and he disappears. Now, of course, with Portable Ops, he tries to say Fox's name with the whole incident, and it actually officially disbands it, meets up with Campbell, and a whole bunch of others, and he gets it. Of course, now we know where he gets the origins of these Outer Heaven and Foxhound are the one. Oh yeah. Look at these graphics. Sharp. Even when big on the PSP, they were sharp. This is like yeah. Just plain sharp. Yeah, military sounds for a day. MSF. Soldiers Without a Border. Soldiers Without Borders. Oh no, duh, Snake. You're not gonna get anything let up. Yeah, I know that emblem is pretty cool. Yeah, 1974. 10 years after the events of Operation Snake Eater. And all those Christian soldiers. And of course, in Costa Rica, so Latin America. And that was if you look back during the 60s, 70s, and 80s, that was a hotbed of activity. Even to this day, it's still a hotbed of activity there. Very active. Very active. course, there's the Mach Snake, kind of like a tribute to Boss.
Boss!
No, that's my name. He's his boss, my name's the Boss. And of course, you had Hater as Big Boss himself. Oh, yeah.
Hey, boss! Wanna go around?
Yeah. Now we'll do it soon. Yeah, these are advanced CPCs you kind of doing as.
Look alive, ladies! The boss is gonna join us! Show him how it's done, boss! Your first priority in enemy territory is knowing your surroundings.
This is important.
Your life depends on where you are looking and how fast you can identify your target.
Literally a review of a review.
You must first master moving your line of sight.
Yeah.
To move your line of sight, use the right stick.
And a lot of the dialogue
now, when
has
I
been
give you an order,
changed.
look in that direction.
The dialogue has been changed.
Look up. Good. Look down. Good.
Yep. Quite a few friends
You should be familiar with the up and down controls now. Press the action button if you're ready to move on. Okay.
Well, it makes sense. It's like what the.
Next, we'll check your left and right.
Yeah, sorry.
Look right. Good. Look left. Good.
I did out of it.
You should be familiar with the left and right controls now. Press the action button if you're ready to move on.
No, it's
okay.
Pretty much.
You can change the controls anytime in options. Go with the method that works best for you.
It's so awesome to see some of this gear.
Next, I'll explain how to change stances.
Games.
If you just stand there like an idiot in front of an enemy, you might as well kill yourself now. At times, you will need to get low to avoid detection. You have 3 stances: stand, crouch, and lying down. To change stances, use the crouch button. Tap the crouch button to change between standing and crouching.
And this is literally...
You can move in either stance. Hold the crouch button and keep it held to lie down. However, you cannot move while you are lying down.
I'll say that again. I know
you cannot move while lying down.
Is that clear? You can.
Good.
Yeah, it's
Next, we'll work on your movement. Use the left stick to move around. Tilt it a little to walk slowly. Tilt farther to run.
It's like if you had played MGS4, and since this is the MGS4 controls, you are literally just gonna have this,
making you easier to discover. Be careful.
It's gonna be a cakewalk. And of course, I'm running around and spin around in circles like a dummy.
Good. Now we have rolling. Rolling is useful for knocking down enemies in your way, and for getting away when surrounded. You can also use it to jump over small ditches and other obstacles. To roll, tap the crouch button while running. You got that? Tap the crouch button while running. Don't forget it.
Well, yeah, if you do it during, like, how it is during, MGS4, it's actually pretty, like, literally, you just say it's a walk in the park. Alright.
That's it. Next, I will explain how to attack without gunfire. You may run into an enemy unexpectedly. You may not have a weapon on you, or you may be out of ammo. You'll still need an effective attack strategy. One well-placed strike and the enemy won't know what hit him.
Stun rod?
To strike an enemy, press the attack button while standing still. On my command, press the attack button repeatedly and take down your opponent.
Alright.
Go!
I'm ready, boss.
It's like, okay, you want to take a punch. Classic punch, punch, kick.
Fine work, boss!
Let's just debate the guy button.
Next, we're going to practice using the stun rod.
Stun rod,
hitting someone with the stun rod will shock them with 1.5 million volts. Anyone on the receiving end of that is guaranteed to be out cold. To use the stun rod, press the aim button to ready it, then press the attack button. You'll be glad to know we're using mock stun rods for this training session.
Pretend.
When your partner attacks, make him believe it's the real deal. Prepare yourself for stun rod training.
No pain, no gain.
Go!
I'm ready, boss.
Oh, that's gonna be difficult.
Fine work, boss!
Aim with attack.
Now we'll move on to CQC. CQC, or Close Quarters Combat, refers to when engaging an enemy in battle at very close range.
Oh man, I should
it
just
is a quick
this,
and efficient way of eliminating a threat. There are various CQC techniques.
But there's definitely one
We
thing
will
you
go
have to
over each of
watch
them.
and actually
Don't get
know
cocky because you
this
think
move
you know them.
because
This will
I've
be
used it a few
different from what
times
you're
and
used to.
saved my
Pretend you are learning it
skin
for the
so many
first
times.
time. The first technique is throwing your
Well, you
opponent.
saw the throwing opponent already.
To
so.
do this, position yourself near your opponent and
That's all I
press
do.
the attack button while you tilt the left stick.
It's literally like
Be
the
sure
classic,
to
you
press
know,
the attack
pistol
button
whip
when the icon appears.
technique of, like, if you
Now,
played it, you know what I'm
wait
talking
for my
about.
command and throw your
It's not
opponent.
make like boom.
Go!
I'm ready, boss.
No, you see right there, that's what they're doing. Bang! Yeah. Oh, I
Impressive,
think
boss.
that.
Next, I'm going to teach you how to restrain an opponent close to you.
Good morning.
This is a cornerstone of CQC. Grab hold of an enemy, and the bastard's life is in your hands. What you do from there is up to you.
Oh yeah. Don't slow this throat.
Just know that if you restrain him for too long, the average person will most likely pass out. Something to keep in mind.
Alright.
Let's begin. To restrain your opponent,
Yeah.
hold down the attack
Man,
button
when I was
while
getting
near
this
them.
game, honestly,
Restrain
I
your
went to my
opponent
local
on my
GameStop, and
command.
honestly, you guys are just gonna probably
Go.
laugh at this, but there were
ready,
so
boss.
many boxes of look like,
Fine work, boss!
and then say your
Now we will
interrogations. You
throw
think it's
your
done that
opponent
technique,
after restraining them. To throw an enemy to the ground, press a direction on the left
Oh,
stick
this is
when you
cool.
have them
Yeah,
restrained.
but I was saying this.
Restrain your opponent and
There was,
throw
like,
them on my
boxes
command.
were almost to like
Go!
up to the counter's
I'm ready,
height.
boss.
Oh, that's so cool. But yeah, it's definitely.
Fine work, boss!
I was impressed, and how
Now
many
we
people
will
there
try
actually were getting Modern Warfare 3?
CQC
It was
against
just,
multiple enemy
wow.
opponents.
I was
You can
impressed.
also
Of
take
course,
out
they're
a
going
group of
back to the
enemies by
store. They
throwing
wanna
an
get
opponent
this
you have
game, and I'm
restrained.
like,
First,
yeah, I guess
restrain
I'm not
an
being
opponent by
impressed with
pressing the
Modern Warfare 3,
attack
but
button
great,
near
seriously, I
them.
had-
Then, tilt the left stick to throw them.
Oh, yeah.
By tilting the left
Yeah.
stick toward other enemies,
Yeah,
you can
throw
send your
the
captive
enemies
flying
towards
straight
each other
into
is
them. On my
awesome.
command, restrain and then throw your opponent.
I've used it
Go.
a few times, and that's pretty cool.
I'm ready, boss.
Alright, there's one enemy.
That is incorrect, boss!
Oh, at least in this go sequence CPCs. Alright, get your asses up here.
That is incorrect, boss!
Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, they took out his leg.
Fine
Sorry,
work,
guys.
boss!
Like we saw, there was actually something
Again.
known as a succinct
Go.
consecutive
I'm ready,
CQC
boss.
technique, which basically is when people are too close to each other, then you basically whip them down. And right there, with all the double hands, that shows
Fine
you're going to
work,
do a double,
boss.
literally called like WCQC.
All right. Why don't we do something special since the boss is
You know,
here?
if you're
Anyone
talking
who
about it.
feels like getting their ass kicked, step forward. Don't hold back, boss. When you're
Yeah, by
surrounded by
multiple, yeah, I
multiple
thought they
enemies,
meant that.
you'll have to take them on one
This
after
is
the other. To do it,
awesome, but the problem is the
simply
higher,
press
the
the
stronger,
attack
the
button again
higher
while throwing the current
level
enemy.
to say the
Just be
soldiers are, the
sure to
stronger they
wait
are.
for the icon to appear.
This won't work
Go.
as quick as you can.
I'm ready, boss.
Alright, here we go. One, two, three, bam! Oh, right on top of each other's heads.
Fantastic!
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Again.
I just basically
Go.
these guys for a
I'm
living.
ready, boss.
You know, being around. Oh yeah. Oh, I think they landed on top of each other's
Fantastic.
heads so badly.
And stop!
Ouch!
That's it for today.
Ouch!
Thank you, boss.
That's gonna really be some marks. And yet these guys are just going. The guns are on the ground. They're like, oh my goodness, that is brutal. I guess they're not doing
Snake.
Oh, he calls my name, especially by a snake. Oh my goodness, someone must be a admirer of mine. Yeah, I'm just doing a little funny accent there. And definitely, one thing I always say is you're definitely see a lot of the cutscenes will be in like in a comic book form done by. If I remember the artist's name was Ashley Wood, I think it is. Great artist with stuff.
What's going on, Kaz?
Guys.
We've got guests.
Kazukuta Miller,
Time to
aka Instructor
Don't
Miller
worry,
or
it's not our
Master
friends from
Miller.
Langley.
And of course, Langley being CIA.
I brought him. Made sure we won't fall.
And Kaz is literally, you can see you. Oh, pretty much your second in command here.
Thank you, big boss.
Call me Snake.
Or
Sorry, Vic
Big
Boss.
Boss, yeah.
Listen up. For us, there is no victory.
No,
But in Revolution, doesn't one triumph or die?
that's true, yeah.
We don't do either.
That's true. Of course, the soldiers can say, nope, nothing, just salutes. Okay. Yeah, but hey, big boss. Of course, it's not pouring, but babbling. So. Yeah. I believe that might be coffee, so good cup of joe.
Here. Thank you.
Oh, great! It's Spike Siegel from Cowboy Bebop!
I feel like a new
Or,
man.
Zabuza from
Costa
Naruto.
Rican coffee.
Of course, you know, that's Steve Boom. That's awesome.
So, what brings a distinguished
That guy's
scholar
he's
from
good at
Costa
voice
Rican
acting.
government to
Very
Colombia?
good, in my opinion.
Professor Galvez comes from
Galvez.
Costa Rica's University for Peace.
Yeah, Ramon Galvez Mina. If I said it wrong, sorry.
You see, over the past year, there have been sightings of an armed group in Costa Rica. They're not ours, of course.
Yeah, because of a...
Costa Rica doesn't have an army.
No, explain it.
Correct. Article 12 of
Ah,
our
Constitution.
Constitution states that the Army as a permanent institution is abolished.
Oh, really? That's kind of dumb.
The Peace Constitution.
Blech. Peace Constitution
You think it's
stinks.
rebels who fled
Yeah,
Nicaragua?
Nicaragua during this revolution.
No, they don't appear to be guerrillas. They're far too organized.
What's your government's take?
What government take?
The authorities in San Jose claim it's a multinational security firm, hired by the Development Corporation of Costa Rica.
Okay.
Lies, obviously.
Yeah, you know this
They're
well.
bringing in state-of-the-art weaponry and equipment by the shipload.
Where'd they
Of course,
get that kind of
classic
cash?
MGS cutscenes are
I fear
long,
La
but they get to the
CIA may be
point.
involved.
Eventually. Yeah, La CIA.
The CIA.
As you
Because don't
both
forget,
know, the United
CIA
States views Central
was
America
once
as its backyard.
Snake's organization. He was
Even
let
after
me restate
we've
that. Is
managed to maintain
Snake worked for
a
the CIA
delicate
and the U.S.
balance
Army
with the
during
US.
Operation Snake Eater.
And your government can't just...
So
get
basically, when he hears anything that says, "Oh yes, it's
We are not
CIA,"
allowed to bear arms.
you know that is involved, he knows, "Oh, what are they up to now?" Come
Japan's
on, guys.
constitution has something similar. Article 9. It says Japan renounces war and can maintain an army.
No, what happened in World War II, probably.
I understand that you and your men have neither state nor ideology.
Because they're
Fight
rebels.
any
Well, not
foe.
really rebels, but we say they're
Please,
being the use of the very
you
first
must
troop
drive them
organized
out of our
mercenary
defenseless country.
organization. Of course, MSF.
We come to you, the Militaires Sans Frontières.
Yeah.
So, you want to hire us?
Yes. As our deterrent.
Deterrent?
We can't afford to pay much, it's true. But
Oh, you're gonna give me something better?
we can offer you this. A forward operating base. An offshore plant in the
That'd be
Caribbean.
better than this rickety old shack.
Sounds pretty good to me.
Not bad.
This place is becoming a mess
I
anyway.
need 8.
Snake, we need someplace we can settle down.
No, that's true. These guys
The
doing it.
government's agreed to cooperate.
Yeah,
Unofficially, of
yeah, is
course.
that surprising?
A chopper for transport would be nice too.
I'll see what I can do.
Chopper
Hold it.
plus that.
You seem to
The
think we're just a pack
conditions
of
here.
dogs of war. Is that right?
Yes, that's what I've heard.
Yeah.
You're an army without a state.
Well, because what? Because he's trying to fight
we've
what
only
boss
left our
party he
countries
believed
behind.
in. You know,
Please,
even
you must
you
help
know,
us.
soldiers really don't
If your
fight for a
suspicions
government.
are
They actually
true,
fight for something.
force isn't going to do any
Actually,
good.
recently
You'll
I've
have
been
to
reading
find a political
Sun
solution.
Tzu's
government's hands are
Art
tied.
of War.
Go back to your bosses in San
And
Jose. Tell them
literally,
if they
I'll
want,
admit,
introduce them to a
Some of the
negotiator
stuff
I
that
know.
he or they,
No.
whatever, said are
I'm
very,
not here
very
on their behalf.
true.
So, what are you doing
What are you
here?
doing here, Galvez?
For over 20 years, I've preached the virtues of peace at
Problem
multiple
is,
universities.
and here's the thing is, and I actually bought the
Tonight,
limited edition
I
version of
stand before
Peacewalker,
you
and
as an
actually there's
educator.
actually a quote on like special.
This is my student.
Yep.
She came
Come
to
out.
me to study
Actually, a whole bunch of
peace.
artwork from this
Her
game,
name is Paz.
and it actually says peace is
Paz
not
Ortega.
it's not a natural human thing.
Pause. Peace.
Yeah, pause for peace, while cause is. Yeah.
No kidding. That's my
Yeah,
name too.
there you go.
Kazuhira. It's Japanese for
I'm kind of
peace.
jumping along because like I said, I played this like
Pleased to meet you, Paz.
3 or 4
Call me
times.
Kaz.
Cause, pause. Let's all use cause in our
They've
name.
got a supply port north of Puerto
Right.
Limon, a town in la Costa del Mar Caribe.
Alright, whatever.
A few days ago, Paz stumbled upon that facility while searching for a lost friend.
Okay.
She was
Ooh,
captured.
that ain't good. Especially if
She's
this is,
only a child.
especially if this is like secret.
16 years old.
16.
They did terrible things to her.
Don't want to know.
But somehow she managed to
Blah,
escape.
blah, blah. You can tell.
Oh,
Yeah, you can zoom in.
thank God. She's huérfana.
Yeah.
Her mother died when she was small, and she lost her grandparents in the Civil War.
Yeah, you can zoom in all you
with
want,
a
but yeah,
passion like no
she's
other.
gone through pain and suffering.
My
with
name
her.
is Paz, and I will do anything to protect my namesake.
And that's good.
It is my one and only purpose.
The name is something we keep. It's been given to us.
Please, get them out of my country.
Yeah.
Make them
Ugh.
leave Costa Rica.
Now, I was hoping to do some
We know
co-op
who you are,
now this time,
Big
but
Boss. That is why we've come to you.
no, the co-op will have to come a little bit later. Definitely, it is coming for this game. All right.